Hi, Rasheeal Dixon here from mindworthyinfo.com, and I'm happy that you're able to join me. As usual, come and check out the podcast, You Are God. The link to the podcast is in the description below, so click and come check it out. Hope you all absorbed the last lesson, the apple of my eye, and really got to know its true meaning and true purpose, as everything that is taught here has a real purpose. Nothing that is mentioned is just said randomly. These lessons are created to build your awareness and are sculpted to develop your spiritual fitness, which will keep your mind under control. You know, the mind is like a wild animal, and if you don't learn how to tame it, then it will run wild with a host of ideas and thoughts, many of which won't help you in any way. But if you learn how to control them, then you will be the master of the ceremonies that are always taking place in your mind. The outside world is cruel and harsh with all the trauma that's always in the news, all the issues with people who have no loyalty and various things that will get in the way of any forward thinking. I know it isn't easy at first. In fact, it's much easier to accept life or things being hard than it is to attempt to deny that, because from young we have been conditioned and molded into believing into that idea. So today I want to speak about a concept that, if practiced with truth and total devotion, will help you level up and will also give you an advantage like no other. It's called calm confidence. And calm confidence is the ability to be confident. Calm confidence is the ability to be confident with whatever you imagine or believe as true without doubting or showing any animation. In other words, you remain calm and quiet without having worry or even thinking that it's not possible. Even the tone of your voice must remain calm along with your other actions. The individual who is familiar with this concept knows how to have a phlegmatic personality, meaning they're easygoing and unbothered. Notice how in certain situations a person will let their nerves or the situation get the best of them. They'll let things get out of hand, and by doing this they will lose control of the situation. The truth student knows that in order to properly align with their spiritual being, having a calm disposition is of great significance, and they won't allow anyone or anything to tamper with this. It's because they know that in order to be in the silence, remember, the silence is where you get all the answers to your problems. They must be calm when dealing with certain situations, but also have enough confidence so that they know they can get through the problem with good faith on their side, so that we may boldly say, "The Lord is my helper, and I will not fear what man shall do unto me." Hebrews 13:6. To boldly say that the Lord is your helper is to have the inner confidence to turn to the silence and give it all your allegiance, as you can create the solution faster than the problem if you are aware of this. To be in a state of calm confidence is to be in a state where you are at the forefront in your journey in life. Taking the right breathing steps is everything. You ever realize that when someone isn't calm, their breathing increases and they're not as calm or relaxed as they're supposed to be? They're unable to think straight, and by them not being able to think straight, they bring more negative effects their way. Worry is a mental disease that paralyzes all initiative and effort. You will bring nothing of importance your way if you can't exude calm confidence. Even if someone did you wrong and you feel like everything isn't working in your favor, just remain calm, because your calm confidence will give you what you want. It's only when you lose the sense of stillness is when everything will go against you. Nothing will be in your favor if you were to allow your resolve to flee from you. Loudmouths never get anything done. But the individual who can remain calm and maintain a collective disposition will always get to their end correctly. When the storm comes, if you know how to ride it out by being mentally prepared, then you will be able to weather the storm in the right way. Things will only go south when you allow minor hiccups to get the best of you. Remember the words from Isaiah 55:8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. Everything happens in its rightfully appointed time. And when things feel like it isn't going your way, just hold on, and you will see how it will all blossom like the rose. The adversities that we face can either bring us to the point where we wind up saying things to ourselves like, everything is working out in my favor. Or we can end up speaking about all the adversity and end up giving that life. The minute you start to speak about the adversity, you end up emboldening and give power to the very thing that you speak about hating or disliking. When you get kicked from pillar to post and people who you thought were there for you are no longer there, it's quite important that you remain calm with your conviction and know that everything is working out in your favor. Waldo Emerson said, adopt the peace of nature. Her secret is patience. To be a person with patience, it will equip you with the ability to outlast everyone else who isn't patient. Here's a quick little exercise that will help you build your patience. And in the beginning, you will find it very hard to focus. You'll even start to see how you probably had a real lack of patience before, even if you thought that you were somewhat a patient individual. This is a technique that I learned years ago, and it works wonders, especially with building your patience and making you remain calm. Fold your hands like this, and then start to twiddle your thumbs like this. And in your mind, so this would be 1, and then 2, and then 3, but you counting in your mind and not out loud. This monotonous task will probably give you mental fatigue at first, but if you do this at least twice a day, for a week straight, you will find yourself becoming much more calm and patient when dealing with others and even when dealing with yourself. You will find that you can think of things, and what you thought about will appear when you don't rush it or try to force something that isn't there. Forcing anything will only do the opposite of what you're trying to do. It's the backwards law. It's like when a person is forcing themselves to be rich, they're actually attracting more poverty to themselves and making themselves poorer. When things happen naturally, that's when the magic happens, because nothing is forced and all just flows naturally. A seed dropped in the soil doesn't have to force its way into being a plant, because that is a natural process. When everything is allowed to flow and happen naturally, then the magic will happen. Force nothing, and remember the words from Isaiah 55:8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are my ways your ways, saith the Lord. This all builds the calm confidence, which will allow you to further your personal agenda. So just practice that little exercise and see how it will take you to a mental state where you are calm and in control. Think about it. I thank you all for joining me and watching this video. Please like and share this video if you feel like it can help someone else. Remember to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new video. Come on over to mindworthyinfo.com and check out the articles and subscribe to the newsletter. Come on over to the podcast, You Are God. Click the link in the description and come check it out. That is always where the conversation continues. May you all stay blessed and always remember who you are. Until next time, now let us go into the silence. Bye.